But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond, to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. They will buy some of you over. The spirit of Oba Biasika and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in 1 trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwuokike Abiama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora Eri, the same God of Owe Eri, the same God of Arochukwu, not to be no bad, the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these no-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. Ahadin sosine bigebi rone bigebi. He said.
Land of the rising sun, spilling our blood, we'll count our privilege. The will God which emboldens the free shall always be a flag of liberty.
Fellow Nigerian, in search of excellence for Africa, my mission remains to create awareness, advance practical solutions, and transform mindsets via case studies. Together, let's midwife deliverance for our race, country, and continent. Please share this video. I am Dr. Israel Noyerem Davidson. Thank you. In 2001, US-led forces overthrew a Taliban-led Afghan government following the 9/11 attacks led by the Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden. For the next 20 years, the US and allies enforced democratic ideals, built up Afghan security forces, and provided operational air cover. The Taliban continued to attacks. Now, eventually, under President Trump, the US promised to pull out if Taliban agreed to stop attacks and hosting terrorist groups. Today, the Taliban militants have declared Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan and overrun most of the country at lightning speed with little or no resistance from the 300,000 US trained and heavily equipped Afghan forces. US general could not believe an army could crumble at that rate.
I did not, nor did anyone else, see a collapse of an army that size in 11 days. There'll be many postmortems on this topic, but right now is not that time.
It is believed the Afghan soldiers, though diehards, had unquenchable allegiance to jihadist ideologies practiced by Taliban. There were Afghan soldiers by day, Taliban at heart, and Taliban at night. A situation some suggest currently exists in Nigeria too. So Afghanistan was simply handed over to the mullahs to govern based on their shared jihadist ideological leaning. The south and middle belt of Nigeria should wake up with urgency. The Afghan situation is cooking fast in Nigeria today. Afghanistan is number 1 on global terrorist list. Nigeria is number 3, second to Iraq.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, fellow Biafrans all over the world. Thank you for joining this State of the Nation broadcast today.
the 29th day of July 2022. We have come again to continue to preach and continue to create awareness and to inform Biafrans how far we have gone so far. Today is yet another great day that the event taking place in the collapsed and the failed state called Nigeria continue to draw us closer to our freedom. I have come today to inform you that the more you try to take hold on the Nigeria, the more Nigeria fails you. Without wasting any time, you are listening to this particular State of the Nation address today, live on the Voice of Biafra and live on Enter Biafra channel 1 and 2 and live on Enter Biafra YouTube channel and all autopiloted POB channel and platform on different social media. I want to specifically talk to Biafra people across Nigeria. For those of you who feel so insecure in your different state where you stay in Nigeria. For those of you who are presently residing in Abuja, the capital city or the capital of Nigeria. Abuja is now under serious attack, terrorist attack. This terrorist attack is being sponsored by the same caliphate, by the same Fulani government. It is all Islamic agenda. I want you to understand that this war that you see already happening before your very own eyes is something that I planned many years ago. We saw it coming. We called your attention. You didn't listen. Some of you, you build your mansions in Abuja. You thought Abuja is going to be heaven on earth in Nigeria. You did not see what is happening today coming. But we told you. I want to address Biafrans, especially what we have researched, investigated, to be one of the biggest problems of Biafra people across Nigeria. When insecurity is impacting the important area of our life, when you find yourself in a country that the officials, the security agencies, and those who controls the affair of the nation are part and parcel of the Islamization and Fulanization agenda. They sponsor terrorism, all manner of insecurities and all that. How does that impact your life? And today, I am talking to you as a Biafra person. Sometimes, people happen to have grown up in an environment where they learn to be insecure, not to trust themselves and their skills. Nigeria has provided that for you. Nigeria has made it possible for you as a Biafra person, especially those of you from the Igbo-speaking part of Biafra, not to trust yourself and to trust your skills. Today, we have come to inform you that I am telling you that you who are thinking towards this line of not trusting yourself and not trusting your skill, and you are scared, how will you survive in the Republic of Biafra? I tell you, this is what Nigeria has offered you, and we will change it when Biafra comes in 2023. At times, the school in Nigeria plays a very crucial role, especially if you grow up in Nigeria where schools are on strike almost all your life. The government, instead of investing in school in Nigeria, they have invested about $21 billion to fund Islamic organization in the name of aid. Are you aware of that? Biafra people today, Oduduwa people, and the other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. Are you aware that Nigeria, that will end next year, has funded Islamic organization with $21 billion? If you don't know, I am telling you today that they have funded Islamic organization with $21 billion. The effect of the funding of these various Islamic organizations led to what you are watching today happening in Abuja. It led to Nigeria government has openly and secretly funded terrorism, even recruited them into Nigeria army. And like I said, they are now about to take over Abuja. As you all know, they have threatened the president that they are going to kidnap him. And at the same time, we are stepping up our game for liberation of Biafra and to break away from Nigeria in 2023. I want you to understand that this is what Nigeria is offering some of you, the Biafra people, in Now, what you just watched and looked at now, the video, came from Abuja attack last night. Last night, the bullet rained in Abuja territory. Abuja is the capital of Nigeria. And when we talk about the Afghanistan template, some of you residing in Abuja, some of you that have hotels in Abuja, we need funds to buy our own ammunition for Biafra restoration and Biafra liberation, to be able to withstand these terrorists that you see that are being backed by the Nigerian government. For those of you who are into security, you can make your calculation to know how much of arms and ammunition that these people wasted. I wouldn't say waste, but because they are making their point. You can now check that yourself to know the amount and the number bullet they spent and wasted last night. So, I tell you today that why the Nigerian government allow your universities to be on strike, they have spent 21 billion to fund Islamic organization. And that is what is giving birth to the insecurity and the Fulanization of Nigeria you see today. Yet, to some of you, it is not yet reality. I tell you, this is what we will never do in Biafra land. Our money will be invested in innovation. Our money will be invested in schools, technologies, and in security when Biafra comes in 2023. While you are wondering, Singapore gained independence just a few years ago. Nigeria have gained its independence and almost there is nothing to show for Nigeria. Every country has excelled from their independence. Only Nigeria is going backward. After independence, some Nigerians, some stupid, idiotic and foolish Nigerians are shouting they want to go back to the constitution of Nigeria before independence. While other people have excelled, they have lived above what led to their independence only in a failed state like Nigeria. The people will want to go back to 1959 constitution. And they didn't know what led to the collapse of the security architecture in Nigeria. Because the money that Singapore was using to invest in technology, research, and school, Nigeria was busy investing in religion. Nigeria was busy investing in an Islamic organization up to the tune of $21 billion. It is fact. I want to tell you, Biafrans, today that the time has come that we will not just be telling you about the liberation of Biafra from Nigeria, but we will be telling you about the morality of life. Lack of self-esteem also comes from the inside. We are the ones that learn to tell ourselves that we need to be perfect in order not to be accepted by peers, but also to accept ourselves. People with a very low esteem tend to be very tough on themselves, with no regard to their achievement and qualities. Nigeria have succeeded in making you, the Biafra, especially the Igbo-speaking part of Biafra, to be a very low-esteem people. Those of you that shout, "One Nigeria." I tell you today, this is what Nigeria has offered you as a Biafran or a non-Fulani with the Nigeria contest. But in Biafra, we will build your self-esteem through a well-grounded governmental policies that put nation on top of the world. Of course, bad experiences that lie in the past are a constant reminder of the image we have for ourselves. They tell you you have fought Biafra war. They tell you you fought Biafra war. You want to fight Biafra again. And they deceive you. They tell you you are corrupt. You are corrupt. You can't govern yourself. Igbo people, you are corrupt. Igbos are corrupt. Igbos are scammers. Igbos are this. You can't govern yourself. You want everybody want to be chairman. Everybody want to be leader. They install these things, fallacies into you. It germinated today to the extent that some of you now choose Abuja to be your home, thinking that Abuja is going to be a safe haven for you. Didn't you? By now you think you are going to build mansion on top of the sky in Abuja. Today, Abuja has fallen. Abuja has fallen. Will your self-esteem help you? Will this thing that the Fulani injected in you help you? You know, when we were growing up, this particular something that the Fulani injected on average Igbo man or Biafran, they tell you Hausa people are the one that always speaking the truth. They tell you you can trust Hausa person more than an Igbo person. They tell you if you want to bring a security, bring Hausa man. You will keep your phone, the Hausa man will be there and your phone will not disappear. All these junks, all this evil, all this plan, all this thing, that mechanism they put to make sure they install this hatred amongst your brothers has been germinating, and today that is what is putting you in Abuja. When we talk about Biafra, you say you better stay in Nigeria. I want to know how you are going to withstand the sound of this bullet when they enter your street in Abuja. But let me tell you, with all the lies told about the Igbos and Biafra, today we are united in the struggle to liberate Biafra. Even with the bad eggs amongst them, we have been able to make a very big stride in making sure that the security of our people in Biafra land is guaranteed to some extent because of the way the leaders in this eastern region of Nigeria has sabotaged the Biafra and our security in those regions. Otherwise, I tell you today, we have been able to achieve a very big stride in the midst and in the middle of this confusion that has never been achieved in Biafra struggle since after the Biafra war. Of course, the bad experience have contributed to the difficulties and the obstacles we face today in Biafra struggle. Experience from Biafra war. But what you do not understand is that the world is always evolving. This image from the Biafra war have continued and constant a reminder, reminding you of the image of what people passed through during the war. Today, the war is before your doorstep. So, this bad experience that lie in the past are a constant reminder of the image we have of ourselves. But it is not only that. The transactional analysis or personality theory that integrate psychoanalysis with other humanistic approach suggests that early in life, we decide out of awareness on a well-defined course of action called the script. And the reason we are here today to address Biafrans is that this script, we are changing it. That we then carry on throughout our life. Even though it becomes dysfunctional when adult. Have you ever found yourself thinking, why is this thing happening over and over again? Why is this killing happening over and over again and nothing is being done about it? Have you ever thought about it? That's when most likely you are living your script over and over again. And we have come to change the script today. I am telling you that the script have been changed. That script that you will find yourself in Nigeria and you will continue to complain over one thing. You complain Fulani are killing. You complain they had kidnapping along Kaduna. You complain they have attacked Abuja community. You complain they have a helicopter. You complain, and at the end of the day, there is nothing to show for it. When our people are there doing everything to support Eastern Security Network to create awareness and raise funds, you kick against it. At the end of the day, the same thing repeats itself over and over again. I am telling you today, the 29th day of July, we are changing the script. We are changing the script. That script of one Nigeria, that script of going to election every 4 years, that script of bring P2B, that script of an Igbo man can change Nigeria, that script of one Nigeria, we are changing it. And go and mark it. Biafra people are speaking to you today. We will change it, and the world will know that we have really come out to change the script. Because you have carried the script almost all your life. The script of making Nigeria one is a task. We have changed it. And if you do not believe me, you will see it in this coming 2023. I tell you today, for the interest of Biafra across Nigeria, and as Biafra people face the insecurity challenges and terrorist attack across Nigeria, we are hereby notifying all Biafrans in Nigeria that we are about to change the script for their own good. We are about to change the script of election for your own good. And after watching what is going on in Abuja, and they are calling for the impeachment of the president, you think impeaching the president will solve the problem? These are people who are still living on the script. Give it to them. Script of fallacy, script of falsehood, script of fake promise, script of fraud. Given to you as Nigeria, and you are following the script. We are coming to change it. The notification has come today that the script that the British gave you, and you are working on that script, we are changing it. Peter Obi went to United Kingdom. They gave him a script. He came to Nigeria. He jumped from PDP to another party, playing the script of British. Tell Peter Obi, not even Britain will stop the movement that is coming. We are aware that Britain have what we call agreement, defense agreement with Nigeria of over how many billion pounds in defense. When the time comes, we will crush it. I am telling you. We are now in 21st century, and the world, there are crises everywhere. People are fighting, putting their life on line to defend their own freedom. Ukraine is doing the same thing. I will be a coward to know what I have known today and stay quiet and keep calm and allow Biafra to be annihilated by those that believe that they know it all or that they are more superior as a human than the other, to be the worst chaotic thing I would have done. And then also, God will never forgive me, because for me to be what I am today and have the opportunity to change things, and I didn't do it, God will never forget me or forgive me even at death. So I want you to inform Biafrans all over the world that the script of Nigeria is changing starting from today. After the attack, we wanted to change this script just maybe towards the end of this year. Tell everybody in Nigeria, those residing in the northern Nigeria, that the script is changing. So, I tell you today, Biafra people, for the interest of Biafra across Nigeria, and as Biafra people face the insecurity challenges and terrorist attack across Nigeria, we are hereby notifying all Biafrans for the very second time that we are about to change the script for their own good. As the terrorists are attacking capital of Nigeria without resistance, the Biafra people are putting up measures for Biafra breakaway or exit, as you may call it. Why this is going on, why the attack and the upsurge of the terrorists are going on, we are working seriously on the ground to put measures in place and get ready for Biafra breakaway in 2023. I want you to understand that attention, when we talk about this self-esteem and the moral way of life, attention plays also an important role in focusing on negative aspect of reality. And ourselves, let first though define attention. Attention is that which take possession of our mind. It is the focal point of consciousness. How has this attention affected you today? If you have a low esteem, a low self-esteem, this focal point is most likely negative. It is affecting all of you, those Biafrans that are yet to understand that they need to fund the Eastern Security Network. You are having a low self-esteem syndrome because you never believe that Biafra will be a nation. I am telling you today, researchers estimate that each attend more or less 20,000 thoughts, what people think every day. And our ancestral tendency is to pay more attention to the negative ones, which is pure survival instinct. Biafra agitation is no longer tout, is no longer motopack. Professionals have joined the league. We are making impact and alliances all over the world. It is no longer because Biafra is here, it's no longer the time you say uneducated people are there. Those people are no longer in the forefront of the agitation. Most people with low self-esteem, though, are more prone to paying attention to the negative aspect of themselves. Their lives and external input, such as people and their situation. This is what Nigeria has offered you. Nigeria has made every Biafran to see himself or herself as a low self-esteem. And all you do is to see the negative impact of Igbo man. All you do is to see the negative part of Igbo man. You do not see the positive part. Upon the fact that Nigeria tells you, Igbo contribute the best. Igbo can change Nigeria. Igbo can do everything, turn it upside down and turn it to gold. Yet, You don't see that part of Igbo man. You don't see that part of a Biafran. You see the negative part of Biafra. Igbo man is this, Igbo man is that. But Nigeria is telling you, even as bad as Nigeria, Nigeria tells you that Igbo man is this. Yoruba man tells you Igbo man can change Nigeria. Hausa man tells you Igbo can convert anything. Every other tribe in Nigeria tells you about Igbo man. Only you, the Igbo man, that is see yourself as enemy of yourself. Yet, you don't understand the impact you would make in a nation that you are going to govern yourself with every blessing of God upon your life. Today, we have come to change the script. I want you can name this speech of the Nation Today address as changing the script. This is called negative confirmation bias. And it is quite like seeing the world and us in a true dark lenses, failing to pay attention to the positive. You fail to pay attention to the positive of Biafra people. When you talk about freedom, you say, oh, they are fighting on social media. How can they govern themselves? That is the negative part. You pick it, but yet you call Obi. Obi want to be a president. Obi want to do this and do that. Is Obi not also part of that negative part that makes you not to support Biafra? Don't worry. By the time Biafra come, you will take your bag and baggage and go to northern Nigeria and enjoy your north. Believe me, we will give you the opportunity. This has tremendous impact on how we feel about ourselves. The meaningfulness we get out of our lives and, of course, our behaviors. Nigeria has impacted your life, and today you are branded with so many negative names to point that you are scared of your own freedom. Nigeria has done that. They impact you with all manner of thoughts. You become scared of yourselves to the point that you as a Biafran is scared of having your own freedom. And they do that and they stay by the side and they laugh at you. They say, look at them. They thought they are educated. We have impacted this particular low self-esteem on them, and look at how they brand each other. Why the terrorists are coming, carrying gun. You have never seen the Fulani man or the federal government branding the Fulanis that are killing your military, killing your personnel, wiping villages, branding them with bad names. They call them criminals. Ordinary criminals, they call them. They call them criminals. Some of you in the struggle have called me criminal. That is the same value that the Fulani attached to the terrorists that you see bombarding Abuja yesterday. Yet you call yourself a brainy person. Why this state of the nation has become necessary is because we are changing the script. And we are going to change this script by force. We are going to change it in this armed struggle. If you do not know that we have entered armed struggle, we are declaring the armed struggle today. In case you don't have knowledge about that, we are into armed struggle for our freedom. I want you to understand that Nigeria impacted you, impacted your life, and today you branded with so many negative names to the point that you are scared of your own freedom because of the negative impact of Fulani government policies in your life. Only Biafra can solve this problem. That as Biafra using Nigeria passport, you are treated as a criminal or as a terrorist, while you are not one of them. Yet, your low self-esteem could not allow you to support Biafra. You are scared of what Biafra would be. You are scared of the lies and the propaganda that they manipulated you into. I want every one of you watching me today on this State of the Nation broadcast to think that the impact of tunnel vision focus on the negative and how this can make matters worse than they are. They create more stress. They create more stress, increase insecurity, and we end up engaging in behaviors that are ultimately disconnected from our values. Today, some of you have completely disconnected, even with your so low self-esteem and your insecurity on supporting Biafra. You have been disconnected from the value that made you who you are as a Biafran. Yes, a vicious circle. Nigeria has given all this as a failed state. What I'm telling you today is fact. We do not mince word. Nigeria has given all these things I have said as a failed state. This is the impact of Nigeria in your life. A failed state. Today, when the Fulani terrorists were attacking Abuja, all of you were running helter-skelter. Some of you that build one bacha in Abuja, in the area where they attacked, you ran for your life. And the government were not there to help you. Because I want you to understand that no, the presence of Biafrans in that area are much. Just the way when they attacked church in Yoruba land, all of you were shouting, they have attacked Yoruba, they have attacked Yoruba church. Do you know the number of Biafrans that were casualties or victims in that church attack is higher than the number of Yorubas? Have you forgotten that almost all the people that were interviewed as a victim of that church attack were all Biafrans? Igbo-speaking Biafrans. Are you not aware? That is why we are now addressing every Biafran across Nigeria. A failed state without strong governance that plunged into disorder. Nigeria is an example of that. Violence and sponsoring terrorism against its own people and citizens. Nigeria, being a failed state, must end by 2023 because we have seen that failing state can quickly become a threat to international security, be it by exporting drugs or by becoming a safe haven for terrorists. Nigeria, as today, has become a safe haven for terrorists. It's a place where the capital of the country will be attacked, under heavy attack, and no resistance. It means that Nigeria has become a safe haven for terrorists. And that is a threat to America. It's a threat to the Western world. When one of the generals from the United States was making speech a few years ago that the terrorists are trying to create safe haven in Nigeria, and after that, they are going to attack America. Little did he know, with all their intelligence everywhere, that Nigeria has actually become a safe haven for terrorists. Up to the point that the president of the country has been threatened that he's going to be kidnapped. Up to the point that impeachment proceeding or motion were raised at the National Assembly, only for the Senate president, who is also a Fulani and part of the sponsor of this jihadists and this Fulanization, turned it down, up to the point that the opposition senators walked away from the National Assembly. The country is in chaos, failed state. And we have come to change the script. Those of them who thought they have something impact to make in the National Assembly, when they tell you Peter Obi should go and become president, I want to ask you today, How would P2B impact and change Nigeria when the Senate president will become a Fulani and the people that are going to be at the National Assembly are bigger in number from the north, from the Fulani, than the people of the secular side? How will you change the system? For those of you who do not understand, I want you to know that the 12 states of northern Nigeria that are under Sharia law, they are all Muslim representative. No Christian will be voted to come to Abuja to represent those states that practice Sharia law. Are you aware of that? If you have any of that from the 12 northern states that practice Sharia law, if you have any Christian as a senator, come and show it to me. Now, we must end this in 2023. The terrorists collaborate with the other Nigeria security agencies to carry out their terrorist attack, like what you saw in Abuja last night. They kidnapped just 2 kilometers away from the military checkpoint across Nigeria. And this is no longer issue that anybody will doubt. So what has your low self-esteem Nigeria impacted on you or in you? How have that affected the situation? They are now threatening to kidnap the fake president of Nigeria and has waged war against the capital of Nigeria called Abuja. With all this fact I have said so far, it is clear that Nigeria has become a safe haven for terrorists and has posed a serious threat to international security. I want to also remind you, the proliferation of terrorists or the upsurge of terrorists is not far from the call the fake president made while he was in Egypt. He made a call calling all the terrorists in Africa, all Fulani in Africa, to come to Nigeria without a visa, in validation to the fact that Fulani claim that Nigeria belongs to them. They claim the ownership of Nigeria. This man went to Egypt and opened the door for all the terrorists from the all other Northern Africa to enter Nigeria, and today they have arrived. They have arrived. But you continue to talk about P2P and election. They have arrived. But you continue to live on the script given to you. The script is changing. Are you aware of that? But with a new breed of terrorists sponsored by the government who are willing to inflict mass casualties on our society, the proliferation and the upsurge has acquired a new sense of urgency to the Biafran people. And we have here to call for that urgency. The urgency is that the funding of the Eastern Security Network must be on daily basis. Everybody must now change this particular script and channel your tithe and everything to funding of the Eastern Security Network. Our own security. I want you, those of you who are shouting, if this kind of arms enters your village in any part of Biafra land today, who do you think will stand them? I am asking you. Who do you think will stand these people? You think that in Abuja, the army could not stand them? Is it in Anambra that the army is going to stand them? Who do you think will stand them? The Eastern Security Network is... Now, will stand these people? You think when they can operate freely in Abuja, a whole Abuja, is it in Anambra that a military man will come to stand them? Is it in Ebonyi State that a man will come, that police will come and stand them? Is it in Enugu State? The answer is no. And so who is going to stand against these people when they come? The same Eastern Security Network we are raising funds for. So from this video, what conclusion are we to draw from the new security environment in Biafra land? What is our conclusion? What should we in effect, or what should we have in an effective security strategy? Look like some of you will begin to get your sense back. Let me give you a few pointers. First, I believe that any security strategy today has to do or has to be a very strategic or strategy of engagement. Either we tackle these challenges to our security when and where they emerge. We tackle it wherever they emerge. Or they will end up on our doorstep. Today, after the attack in Abuja yesterday, it has become imperative for this particular State of the Nation broadcast that if you are not yet part of funding the Eastern Security Network, the time is now. Otherwise, it may be in your doorstep. Because Nigeria security agencies are part of them. And if you think that when this happens in Biafra land, all these governors will come and ask military to come and you are just living in full paradise. So, Ebubago military has been confirmed to be criminals from across other ethnic nationalities, and even Fulanis are now in Ebubago, in our own Biafra land. A Fulani man has become Ebubago. This is fact. And we must deal with it decisively. Our first priority now is to wipe Ebubago out of Biafra land, anywhere they are. That is number one move. Ebubago have never been seen engaging any herdsmen with AK-47. Ebubago has never been seen engaging anybody that has gone as a Fulani terrorist. Rather, Ebubago was formed to hunt Eastern Security Network, and we have openly declared that war. It is going to be between us and Ebubago, even though it is going to be a little bit distraction. Because, it is part of the war game. The war game is that you try as much as possible to distract your enemy. So, the governors in the southeast who are supporting Ebubago, they are our number one enemy. Because the people they recruited into Ebubago are not Biafrans. Those in the Igbo-speaking part of Biafra land, they are not Igbo-speaking. So what they do, they give them money and say, go after Biafra agitators. So you have come to understand today that Ebubago is never in any way to combat any terrorist attack or to combat any Fulani herdsmen carrying AK-47 or to do any other thing other than to look for Eastern Security Network and our young men and youth. So our focus, not all focus, we partly go to Ebubago. We're going to wipe them out of Biafra land. It is part of the script we are going to rewrite. I want you to understand that the second thing that is going to be my point at this evening, we need to look at the security today in a holistic fashion, in an age where security challenges have become multidimensional. Our response must be multidimensional as well. We see today that the kidnappers are kidnapping people just 2 kilometers away from the military checkpoint. Soludo also have bragged that and branded all manner of names against Eastern Security Network and agitators. He called them kidnappers, he called them criminals. But Soludo Vigilante second in command or a commander has been arrested for kidnapping. Did you see Soludo coming to social media to talk about that his own vigilante, Anambra vigilante, were arrested for kidnapping? No. This brings me directly to my third point. Any viable security strategy today must be a strategy of group teamwork. No single agitating group possesses all the necessary means for effective security or for effective security management. In our land today, Eastern Security Network need your support. And they need the support of all groups to combat these terrorists. Only through cooperation, alliances, will the full range of the instrument be available to us. And of course, we do not want the presence of military in our land going forward. They also become our enemy because the military have proven and have shown their unpreparedness, and then also those who have alliances with these terrorists, they have shielded them while they attack and kidnap our people. My fourth point, a strategy of engagement requires not only a variety of instruments, but also patience in applying them. That is why we are working assiduously every day and night with Umada, chaired by Madam Azoka Charles Nwankwo. We apply the highest level of patience while dealing with these challenges we are facing. We engage and we also engage. We need to keep up our engagement. If we want to change things for the better, we need to do more than provide armed security. We also need to assist in creating a conducive environment for long-term stability. This we have done by asking the leaders to pull out the military from our land to enable us face these terrorists that came to Abuja, that we'll see also, you will see them in Biafra land very soon. As you see them attacking Abuja today, do not think that they are far from your land. They are coming to you. When they are done with Abuja, you are next. Are you sure you can count on this military when that happens? Are you sure you can count on the military when that happens? The military that cannot protect Abuja from being under attack, the military that cannot stop them from kidnapping people from the railway, going from Abuja to Kaduna. Are you sure you can trust this military when that happens? Which brings me to my fourth and final point. A truly effective strategy of engagement, one that has a lasting impact, must be strategy that is firmly based on values. Value system that has been the motor of Biafra. We value our lives and we value ourselves. So our operational engagement must have the value system. And that Eastern Security Network has applied in the highest decorum. I want to inform you today, as we look forward to liberate Biafrans from Nigeria come 2023, where Biafra is going to be where democracy and freedom, human rights and religious tolerance are the key principles that we must never compromise. And this assurance we have given to international community, those who care to listen to us. There will not only be permanent features of our way of life in Biafra Republic, there will also provide our security policies with the moral compass. I want to inform you, these, in my view, are some of the key underlying principles for a strategy that seeks to address the insecurity in Biafra land. And I believe they explain why IPOB autopilot is so busy and why these alliances are in so much demand, because IPOB autopilot and ESN is able to make unique contribution to such broad strategy of engagement. Not as a police of Biafra, of course, but by making available certain measures in a way no other agitating group can or have ever done. This is because Biafra is here. One very strong measure or asset of that IPOB autopilot is to bring together all genuine agitating group before 2023. In IPOB autopilot under the leadership of Mazi Simon Ekpa, these groups sit around the same table trying to find consensus and develop common approach to defend Biafra and defend Biafra land and liberate Biafra people from Nigeria come 2023. This does not rule out occasional disagreement, but in the end, the culture of compromise and the habit of cooperation always prove stronger than our disagreement in the struggle. This deep-rooted sense of common purpose in getting Biafra liberated by 2023 has enabled the IPOB autopilot to engage in some of the most demanding engagement and to carry on even if the obstacle seemed insurmountable at times. This unique staying power is sometimes, or should I say, is something that only a permanent alliance can give you. Permanent alliance. It is tremendous measure and asset and something that we must preserve. Every alliances we have had so far must be preserved going forward as we are changing the script of Nigeria in your life. Over the past 1 year, IPOB autopilot has developed relation with dozens of Biafra diaspora groups in countries in Europe and beyond. These partnership or alliances, as you may call it, have thus created a cooperative momentum that has never before existed on this Biafra movement. We are now broadening this cooperation further by enhancing our cooperation with countries that seek our cooperation, but seeking nations and government support as well. I want to inform Biafrans today that the next big challenge ahead of us is to build more structured relationship with other international organizations and policymakers. I want you to understand that here too, we have already made considerable stride. We are also looking at the full activation of the Biafra government in exile and looking forward to welcoming them on board. We look forward to this. We look forward to welcoming the Biafra government in exile. If it is going to be for the best interest of Biafra people and the liberation of Biafra and the freedom of Biafra, we look forward to that. At the same time, we are also looking forward to having Ekwenche on board. We are looking forward to having Ekwenche on board. This is necessary and it has become imperative. So those of you, the Ekwenche, if you are watching me today, you need to come on board. In a few weeks' time, we are going to create war council that will play a very strategic role in making sure that the terrorists coming to our land are defeated in short while. We are about to open a new chapter in the struggle for Biafra. Before I end this broadcast, irrespective of our differences, irrespective of our disagreement in any way we have, I will not finish this broadcast without acknowledging the progress of different groups so far. Like I said, so many groups have done tremendously very well. As we also have received the news from the United Nations, the comment on the release and demand for the release and immediate release of Mazi Simon Ekpa from the UN Human Rights Group, the Biafra Working Group headed by Madam Bridget Okafor, and Madam Bridget Okafor and her gallant men walking this stride to bring Bruce Fenn to make this particular news that you see today happen. So irrespective of whatever differences there are in the struggle, we acknowledge the stride that they have achieved so far with the United Nations making the statement. We must focus on the armed struggle for Biafra at the same time, as we are using a holistic approach which must not be the same with other approach being used by different groups. You must respect and value each other's from their different perspectives. Our own perspective is that we are now in armed struggle. Those of you who value your political or diplomatic approach will continue with the diplomatic approach. Those of you who value your political approach should also continue with your political approach. Those of you who believe in judicial approach should also, or due process approach, should continue in your due process approach. While all this approach will come together and impact in the liberation of Biafra by 2023, our arms is up and we are not taking it down. We are taking up arms to defend our land against the impending danger that if we do not do that, we will all be wiped away and nobody will ask questions and nobody will come for the aid of Biafra people. I must acknowledge them and acknowledge them and her team that brought Bruce Fane. You all know that in the struggle for Biafra, Simon Ekpa has never been against anybody. Whoever that have anything to offer in this struggle, I stand on the legacy of Mazi Simon, and it has always been whatever you know you can offer the Biafra struggle, you do it and come forward. If you have a group that such approach can work with, you go with it. We need to aim for a relationship that allow IPOB autopilot under the leadership of Mazi Simon and other groups to discuss and coordinate their approach, not only with respect to insecurity in Biafra, but across a full spectrum of today's insecurity challenges or security challenges in Nigeria, and also the kinetic approach to Biafra liberation and Biafra exit from Nigeria. We acknowledge Umuada and their chairperson, Madam Azoka Charles Nwankwo, all the members of Umuada that I respect too much, from Madam Ifi to Barbara to Chichi to Maureen to Judith to Carolina to Blessing, to all these people, all these wonderful women that have worked assiduously for the past 1 year. And if I did not mention your name, you know that you are well acknowledged. Madam Erewa, thank you very much. Madam Erewa, who is the engine house, very wonderful and powerful woman who I respect so much. And for those, if I didn't mention your name, I apologize for that. And Pastor Rose as well, you know, she have done her part and continue to do. I must acknowledge all of you for the wisdom, resilience, and what you have displayed for the past few months of tribulation. I want to inform you all that unity is the key, irrespective of whatever differences we have. You must put Biafra first. We also know that a lot of people may not be very well pleased with our approach to Biafra. But it is part of this game. And as we continue to broaden this relationship, building these alliances, because we know Biafra is coming in 2023, I have a special announcement for Biafra people this evening. Our special announcement today, as we advances, we hereby announce Mazi Ede as the entire coordinator for Northern Nigeria. You know yourselves, you know him. He will coordinate the entire Northern Nigeria. He has done it before. He will do it this time under autopiloted IPOB. For those of you who are waiting for him, this evening we have therefore activated his coordinatorship of the Northern Nigeria. This has become very imperative. So cut this particular session of this broadcast and circulate it to all Biafrans in the North, that from tonight they are coordinated by Mazi Ede, the uncompromised one. Fellow Biafrans, I am aware that not everyone might agree with this. For some differences may seem less risky than engagement. Some people may feel that they can afford to look away or concentrate on their immediate neighborhood, because you may understand better than many others that is an age of Biafra struggle. No walls, mountain, or even ocean can stop us. A strategy of engagement guided by ourselves and our value is the only feasible way to approach Biafra liberation. And to face the insecurity in our land today. I want to inform you today that we will liberate Biafra from Nigeria come 2023. There is nothing on this planet Earth that will stop it. Financial support for this to be achieved is needed. We need fund. When you watch this terrorist raining bullet on innocent Nigerians in Abuja, it is money. And when they come to us, we need the exact force to defend it. So, those of you who are yet to come in term with the reality that Nigeria is gone, you may regret never supported the movement when the time is due. The second announcement we will do this evening is the IPOB autopilot in India. There is a WhatsApp group, a WhatsApp number that you can call if you are watching from India and you want to be part of the IPOB autopilot in India. This number will be made and it will be available in a few minutes time. The number is +234 7042 901707. This number is for if you are in India and you want to be part of them in India, you contact this number, and I believe it is also in WhatsApp. Because for those who seem that it is necessary for them to know each other and come together and do things in common, you are free to do that. So the number on the screen is the special announcement from the family unit in India. And I am privileged to have met with them today for the very first time. So other countries that feel they want to have group or people to contact them, you are free to do so. And let the information come to us and we are going to make it public. From here, may God bless you all. May God bless Biafra. May God bless all the lovers of freedom and the well-wishers of Biafra people. May God bless Mazi Simon Ekpa as we wait for the unconditional release, and we continue to demand that. Like I said before, earlier, that the script of Nigeria have changed. We are going to rewrite it from today, and it is going to be bomber to bomber. We are going to take this freedom from one block to another. By next year, you will be in Biafra, I promise you. And let me also inform those in the northern Nigeria, you may begin to think about relocating back to the southern Nigeria because the die is cast.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes, we must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if the price is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to Biafra, consecrated nation. O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The vanguard which emboldens the free shall always be our flag of liberty.
You must listen to her. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it, farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
game to wodo ai chukwu kike chekwa gị gị n'ezinụlọ gị ya ndị obodo abatago everybody give way we no want election before you say we jump in we want referendum na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nothing more nothing less I know Nkanye Bonkanye abi they want to cage us after kidnapping still they want to come they rape us onye kanga kosano because we want a savior Mazi Simon Ekpa Chai Nene Oh Abianu Nekelu since 1967 they are killing us Mazi Simon Ekpa I be on the autopilot Comedy, they are acting. Suddenly we are dying. Anye kanonora, kanye kunya nonora, kakeranya bu no. Makani when him no be as they see me so. Which kind of election you are telling me so? Or you bet to make I coach alone, I bet you never know. Yeah, for my people we are going home. Since 1967, they are killing us. Mazi Simon Ekpa, I be on the autopilot. Akabajaka jinu, ahamadike. Onwuku wonde jinu, ahamadike. Mandi nọ na prison maka ifeanyi na-emenu. Anyị na-atọpụ ha niile n'aka ndị iro. Ngwa n'ọrụ na n'ụlọ omume ka obodo dere jijiji. I'm not sure you know them where and they won't go their way. Mazi Simon Ekpa, yeah, Umada worldwide, GCN Ikelu.